Welcome back. This week is another mashup. So we're going to do whittling and knitting. Might be a little pottery in there because I wanted to show you those bowls that I did. So this guy, the one that I did last week, he was okay. But I thought, well, I'm going to do another one real quick just to see if I can increase that, make it a little better. You know, each time you do a carving, it gets better. So this guy, liking that nose a lot better. Getting the hang of that. And watched a few more tutorials. One from Gene Messer. He's a good teacher too. If you whittle, you might want to check out his YouTube channel. Very good teacher. These little guys, they're hard to get the details on their face because they're so little. So I think the next one I might try a 4-inch, if not bigger, just to practice on the facial features. So this one here, I'm close to, well, I am ready to put some clothes on. I think I'm just going to do a collar here. And I got to put his fingers in. And I'm still not happy with the legs. I got to figure out what I'm doing. I'm going to maybe scoop this out some more, give him some more shape back here, and put his pants in. Of course, we'll have to do a few wrinkles on the pants, make his legs back here, split those more. I still have to split his legs in the front also. And this one was turned, his head was turned sideways also, and I'm liking that. Messed up a little bit on the shoulders here, but again, hey, that's learning. So yeah, I like this one. So I'll show you once I get his clothes on and get him painted. We'll show you the finished result. So back on these socks, I went down and got another skein of yarn. They did not give me any kind of discount. Unfortunately, I will not be going back there. So I'm doing a contrasting heel. So what I'm doing is knitting across the front of the sock. And then when I get to the back, which is where I'm at now, let's see if I can back this up. Okay, so now we're on the back side of the sock, and I'm going to be doing the contrasting color, the yellow for the heel turn and heel flap. So I will be cutting the green. That's enough. Put that aside. Now we're going to get the yellow. And what we're going to do here because the heel flap, slip, stitch heel flap that we're doing. But the first thing we got to do is, since it's a contrasting, I'm doing the yellow. I am following the Crazy Sock Lady's tutorial for contrasting heel and toes. And she has you knit across your back step, the back of your sock with your contrasting color first, so you have a nice even row on there. So that is what I'm going to do, is knit across. So the Crazy Sock Lady does a slip stitch heel flap, and that is what we will be doing once we finish knitting across the back of this sock. So now we're going to do the slip stitch heel flap, and so since we're on a purl side, we are going to slip that first stitch purlwise with the yarn in front, and then we're going to purl to the end of the row. Now for the second row, we're going to slip that first stitch with the yarn in the back purlwise, and then we're going to knit one. And we'll slip one, and we'll knit one. And we're going to do that all the way across. Wanted to show you some more how far I'm getting on my sock, and I never did tell you. I did get the card from the people down there, and this color is called Jessica, and it is Bluefaced Leicester. So BFL, it's 100% BFL. And it is lace weight. Trying to see where it says, yes, lace. It is lace. So I don't know how sturdy this is going to be, but again, I did this because I need a pair of socks that's thin to wear in my boots. And at some point in time, I'll let you know how it stood up. So I have done the heel flap and the heel turn. I've already picked up the gusset stitches through here. That's the part that makes it wider so it fits your foot. Now it's just continuing on with this BFL as I go down the foot. Now I am going to make the toe, excuse me, this yellow color. I am going to make the toe that contrasting color. And I'm going to make it a little bit longer than I normally do. Normally about 2 inches from the end is when I change to the toe contrast, but I think I'm going to either do 3 inches or 4 inches. So I'll let you know how that looks. But so far I'm loving it. It is so soft, and it's going to be nice in my boots. But again, how well is it going to hold up? So this is where I'm at. This is the first sock. Now, when I get ready to do the second sock, and again, this is on Magic Loop, the hardest part of this was the cast on, because again, this lace weight yarn is as thin, and it's just the thinnest that you can get. So you got to be careful with it, and it's finicky when you cast on, and that was the hardest part. So just thought I'd show you where I'm at now, and I'll show you some more before the week is up, how far I get. I have been working on this every day, so I'm loving it. I have a friend who sent me a recipe. It's a keto recipe. It looks like a crepe. So I've got a 1/4 cup. I'm having this recipe. 1/4 cup of cottage cheese and 1 egg, and I'm going to put it in my bowl here and use my immersion blender and blend that up. Add a little vanilla extract, ground cinnamon, baking powder, pinch of salt, and then we're going to put this in a pan with hot oil and put some blueberries in for a filling, and we'll see how it tastes. I'll be back in a moment. This is how it looks after I put the vanilla and everything in the bowl. Also getting ready to, I'm going to use my immersion blender on the blueberries, and I'm going to put some ghee in the skillet. I've got chosen avocado oil in there, and I'm going to use ghee because I hear it has a higher smoke point, and my friend said a very hot skillet, so that's what we're going to use. Be back in a moment. I think I might have used a little bit too much on the oil, so I dabbed some of that out, and now I'm getting ready to pour it in. Looks like I should have done one at a time. It's quite runny. So I'll give you a report when it's done cooking. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit because I turned it down. Not my finest hour. Like they were too wet when I flipped them over. I found out after I started cooking these, my friend sent me a text and said she had used coconut oil. So something to take into consideration. But I'll let you know how they taste. I mean, just because they look ugly doesn't mean they're going to taste ugly. Here they are plated up, and I'm going to take them over to the table and have a taste. I didn't feel like going over the table, so here goes. Quite delicious, actually. So it looks ugly. That's my fault. Next time I'll let them cook a little longer. But they are quite delicious. I did put a little liquid stevia in my blueberries also. So thank you, my friend Judy, for the recipe recommendation. I would try these again. Make them for Tim even.